Hello friends, today we are going to learn if statement, and I'm going to show you the program about adding the two numbers. Um, when we give this plus operator, or this is this is a challenge. In the last video I talked about this. So when we give the different operator, it will do that operation here. If I give the minus, then it will do the subtract operation. And here I'm going to use the if logic. So let's see a little bit about the if logic in a Golang, and then I will demonstrate that if logic using this program. So in a Golang, this is the syntax. We have to give if, and then there will be condition, and if the condition will be satisfied, it will execute the body of if. And that's you can see there are two curly brackets here. This is the example. If and age greater than 12, that's a condition. If this condition satisfies, it will run fmt println 10. You can also see example 2. There are multiple conditions, and here we are using the conditional operator. So if age greater than 12 and age less than 20, so if it is between 12 and 20, then print something. So there is another format of if logic. If this condition satisfies, do this work, else do this work. So that's, so if you can see here curly brackets, so that's a curly bracket is the body of if. So if this condition satisfied, then execute whatever is given in this curly bracket, else in whatever given in another curly bracket. We'll also see few operators, the conditional operators, arithmetic operators, and few other operators. We'll just see that also. There is a little bit difference of this if compared to other language. If you see here in a if, there is no any extra bracket here, and just see condition and then body of if. And if you check if else, let's see, that's in another example. There is a different version of if. You can see here, like if condition, if the condition satisfies, then do this work. If this condition doesn't satisfy, then we can say else if. We can use another condition, and we can check for another condition, and this goes on. And if this condition satisfies, do this work, otherwise execute whatever is given in else. And this is the example here. And you can see another format of if. There is a if assignment statement, and then semicolon and condition. So that's the example. I have defined the variable here itself, num equal to is a 10, and this is the condition portion. So if you see the first in a if, this two part is separated by semicolon. So first portion is for the assignment, and second portion is for the condition. Okay, so if this condition satisfies, print this. Like I'm dividing num divided by 2, and the result, this is for the remainder, and the result will be either 0 or 1. So if it is 0, then it's a even, else it's a odd. And you also understand there is a little bit the difference compared to the if else in other programming language. Here in this case, if else is in next line, then there will be error, that's not going to execute. So if you use the if and else together, then else should start right after closing bracket. Okay, we'll see this all these examples with the help of this program. So I talked about some operators. So these are the operators: arithmetic operators, comparison operators, logical operators, pointers, and channels. We'll use few of the operators in today's example, and in the future videos we'll also see the logical operators, more logical operators, pointer and channels operators. Let's see a little bit what are these. So this is the arithmetic operators. We know this plus, minus, and this. There are few more. So bitwise. So this will play with 0, 1 and or. We can also see this in some future videos. This is the conditional operators. If you want to add more condition using AND, that means if you have the 3 conditions using AND, all 3 conditions must be true to execute, otherwise it will go to the else portion. This is the OR. Either of the condition true, do something. That's a NOT operator. We'll see the examples again in the future videos. So this is the pointer and channels operators. So I'm not going to talk more about this, but just scan this operators. We'll see that in the future videos. In the next videos, the challenge is enter the age, and if the age is 0 to 12, it will print child. If the age is between 13 and 19, it will print teen. If it is age is it's like other than this 120, greater than 120 or less than 0, it's invalid. So that's a challenge where we'll use this if logic, if, else, if, and you can try this with the help of this theoretical knowledge. Anyway, I can show you that in the next video. And in the next video we'll talk about the switch also. So this is similar to if, but we'll just understand that switch in the next video. Okay, so let's let's try to execute this program. So let's code for this. So let me open this repolit.com. Okay, so here is repolit.com, and we'll see what it's asking. Is saying like input 2 numbers. So let's do that. We need 2 variables for that. So let me define 2 variables. I'm saying one is a, variable is a, and let's define like this, var a, and it's an int. Then var b, again it's int, and the result I can say r int. Okay, so there are 3 variables, and we need an operator. It's also asking for operator. So for the operator, and we need a variable, and operator is a string here. So let me create the variable for that, var op for operator, and it's a string, type is a string. We'll come here and say empty println integer number, and then scanf %d. Then we have to give %a. So that's for the first number. Then again fmt println enter, or let's say like this, enter first number, and then here enter second number. Scanf that also, fmt scanf %a. Okay, so this time we have to give b here, because we are going to store the second number in a variable b. Okay, so now we have written the code to accept these two variables. So next thing is we need the operator. So let's do empty println enter operator. Okay, scanf percentage is, and then it's for op. So variable is op. Now let's use the if logic here. What I'm saying, if op equal to plus, if it is plus, then what we do, result r equal to a plus b. Else if, so I'm using the else if this condition is not true, if someone has given other operator other than this plus, like let's say if it is minus, then what we do, r equal to a minus b. Okay, so else if we have to give up operation equal to like this. In the similar way, we can check for another operator. So let's do else if operator equal to multiplication. So in this case, the result equal to a into b. Let's indent this a little bit. Okay, so in the similar way, we can keep adding other operators, and we can change the operation. If it is plus, if the operator is plus, operation will be plus. If it's a minus, it will be operation will be subtract. So you can keep doing like this. Else, so if the operator is not in this, or not in this list, like plus, minus, in this case we can print something like fmt println invalid operator, and that's all. In this case we are not going to print the result. So if you do not want to print the result, you can say, or just print the result, we can handle that logic later, but just print the result here, println, and we can let's use the printf, and then percentage d, and we need the operator also, so it's a percentage s, and then another number, and then equal to result. So first is a and b, a, and for operator that we have variable op, so we'll do the op, and then b for this value, and then we'll use the result. The result is r. Okay, that's all. Let's run this program and trying to find out if there is any error. Let's fix that error. Okay, it's saying that enter first number, so I'll say the 20. Enter second number, I'll say 10. Enter operator, I'll say minus. Okay, so result displayed, but it disappeared quickly. So let's use fmt println end of the program. Let's run this again. Enter first number, so 20, 10, and this time multiplication. Okay, so 20 into 10, 200, end of the program. Let's put that in the next line. So each time when I run this program, it asks two number and operator, and it does its operation, but I have to run the program multiple times. and we see the if logic here. This is if this condition, if this condition matches, it does this work, else if another condition, then this work. Yeah, so it's a if else way. Let's see if I use the else in the next line. That's a problem. You see there is a red line here, that means that's a syntax error. So you cannot have the else in the next line. So that is the syntax for if else in a Golang. Okay, let's use a for loop here, so that we do not have to run this program again and again. So what I do, I'll just run one for loop. So I'll say the for, and one variable 0, and there's a one condition here, I less than, or I can do infinite loop. Instead of that, if I do just a for and one bracket, and I'm just going to use this closing bracket at the end, and what I do, I'll move everything from here one tab, and then I use the for loop here. So I'm closing the for loop here. So if you add the for loop, just make sure there is a starting of the for loop and there's an end of the for loop here. And what we do, this end of the program we can put after the for loop. That's it. If I run this program, it will keep asking enter first number, enter second number, and it will do the operation, and it will never come out. Let's check this. So first number 10, second number 20, so plus, and see here 10 20, and then saying enter first number again. So it will never come out. So we can put the condition for that also. Let me put one new line here, so next time when we run the enter first number, we'll go to the next line. So you can put some condition, like do you want to continue or not. So let's do that. So this line, it will print the result, and what we do, the next line, empty println, do you want to continue, yes or no. Then scanf the answer, fmt scanf percentage s, then answer. So we do not have this variable. Let's create the variable at top, var answer, and that is a string. And what I'm going to check, if answer equal to y, I'm saying answer equal to y, or I'm also checking if answer equal to capital in a uppercase y, then only it will continue. So here also I have to say something like this, answer equal to, so answer equal to y, then just continue. So in this case we do not write anything here, just leave this. So that means there is nothing, it will execute nothing, and it will just ask the enter first number, and it will come here. Or you can use something, there is a keyword continue, you can use the continue, so it will just go there, it will not go after this. And you can also check here else if answer equal to no within the double quotes, or answer equal to no, then in this case come out. So if you want to come out from this for loop, so this is the body of the for loop, if you want to come out for loop, then you have to give the break. Else, if someone enters other than y or n, then it will just print one line here, println let's say invalid invalid answer. Okay, that's good. You just say invalid answer, and then what it does in that case, in invalid answer, what we want. So for now, just we want to say, okay, invalid, just print this message, but again it will come enter first number. Okay, let's run this program and see how it works. So this time, so still, last time we used the for loop, so that's why it has not stopped. So just to stop this, run this. Okay, enter first number 10, then 20, let's say plus, so 10, 20, so 30, and it's saying, okay, do you want to continue? So maybe we can add the next line here. So next time it will go to the next line. So do you want to continue? It will say S, say enter first number again. I will say the 30, I will say 20, and let's do minus here. So 30 minus 20, 10. Do you want to continue? If I say no, now see, end of the program, it's coming out. Okay, yeah, so that's the program. Let's type this code in your repo and just try to run and understand how the if logic is working here. If else, this is the example for the if, else if, and else, and there are the conditional operators. I'm using or also here. Okay, so that's all for today. We'll see again in a next video. Okay, thank you, bye.